Hello, my fellow heavy water drinkers. If you couldn't tell from the title, today I'm doing something special. That's right. You love bombs? I love bombs. You know who else loves bombs? That's right, Douglas MacArthur. So today I'd figured I'd go the fascist route as America and attempt to use nuclear bombs as well with the help of a certain theoretical physicist that some of you might be familiar with. I don't know, they made a movie about him or something. I've tried doing this run once before, and it took me until 1945 to actually get the bombs, so that's a bit late, but here's hoping I can get it a slight bit faster this time. Right, here we are, United States. Historical AI focuses are off as always. You know what, let's hop right in. Now, of course, America in 1936 gets a very stupid start because we're all very sad. We have the Great Depression and we need to get rid of that, otherwise we will never gain political power. Right, so of course we want to re-establish the gold standard so we can go America first and, eventually honor the Confederacy over here and get MacArthur in charge of our country. But for that to happen, we need to get Af Landon in charge, so we'll have to wait. And in the meantime, we'll just do some War Department stuff, build the Pentagon, and do this Air War Plans division. Of course, we'll use strategic bombers, so we'll take this focus as well while we can. And by that time, we should be able to get the Republicans in charge. But that's the plan for now. So Japan just had a young officer coup, and the Koda faction is now in charge, so they're non-aligned, which is great for me. Also, Germany remilitarized the Rhineland, so they'll be going their historical path. And the rest of Europe, I don't know. So Poland crowned a king, and Yugoslavia recognizes the Soviet Union, so we'll be seeing a Tito in this game, I believe. Alright, Af Landon is in charge, and you know what that means. Time to get rid of the Great Depression, that's right. We're gonna go down this path, and then we're gonna take America first at some point in between. And then we'll go there. Also, I did notice that the Manhattan Project is literally impossible to do. If you go America first. Like, you can only do it when you go Democratic, which is a bit annoying, but I guess we'll have to do it without the bonuses. It is what it is. Right, so Italy is in a civil war with the Italian Union, and so is Latvia, with another communist party, who does appear to be a puppet of the Soviets. So this might be a very communist game, the way it's looking. Oh, what's this? The Soviet Union declared war on Russia. Second Russian Civil War. Well, here you go, the Provisional Russian Government in the top right. Let's see how well they do. They have the true Tsars, so if the Tsars are coming back, and then Poland also has the non-aligned faction, because they brought back the Habsburgs, this might be bad for Germany. Little Entente reaffirmed. Czechoslovakia has announced today the almost defunct Little Entente alliance system will stand by their commitments. Unfortunately, it's just Czechoslovakia and Yugoslavia. So we'll see how well they do. Who knows? Who knows? Alright, so I have been busy decrypting the Mexican Socialist Republic because, as you can see, they flipped communist, and I don't like communists on my border. Alright, so let's see what's been going on in Europe, yes? As we can see, the Italians swapped to communism. Benito Mussolini is now dying. Germans are here, Hungary is already in their faction. France doesn't seem to be doing anything. Britain is steady as she goes. There you go. Steady as she goes. As you can see, the Russian Civil War ended. House of Habsburgs is still here. And yeah, there's your boy Tito. There he is. So we just figured out that the Mexicans are trying to liberate the Antilles, so you already know what's gonna happen. I have my army at the ready. This is the army before the Civil War, which is inevitably going to happen, but alas, we have an army on their border, and I don't think Mexico will last very long. And there it is, I have been declared war on by Mexico, and it's immediately green all around the border, so let's see how long they last. Well, guess what? They tried to act big, and this is what they got. Paraguay is also in here, I don't know why. I'm gonna just puppet them, I guess. Poland joined allies, so the Polish are one of the Germans, to no one's surprise. Hold on, did I just read that right? Did Communist China join the Axis? Oh my fucking god, you've got to be shitting me. Alright, because Japan's not doing anything, so China doesn't have anything to war on, so Communist China is just gonna go to war against China, together with the Axis, I guess. Problem is, China is now in the Allies. Oh man. That's whack. Oh boy, the Boston Rebellion. So it begins. No one will take that serious. This will blow over. Yeah, sure. Midwest declares for the government. Luckily, I did a few things that would guarantee a few states would support me. So that's what I did. But let's see which states I get. I might just have to fight, you know, the rest of America. But sometimes I get lucky and the Northwest cedes to me. So we'll have to see. Let's find out. And there we go. MacArthur offers to lead the government. I guess I will promote this random field marshal. This random general to a field marshal and give him offensive doctrine and charismatic. There we go. So this is the current state. As you can see, I'm already fighting in the northeast. The northwest has seceded. I've kept this part, New Mexico, Utah. And it's time to take back the country. Luckily, I still hold all of Mexico for some reason. So I guess that helps. Nationalist Spain wants to send 2 divisions and the air wings to help us out. You know what? Sure. Speaking of air wings, I should probably assign a few. So Vladimir III is back, and he just declared war on the German Reich. So you know how that's gonna go. Let's see. He has quite a number of divisions, probably more than the Germans. So the Germans also seem stuck in a weird Schlieffenplan scenario. So I wonder how this is gonna go for Germany. That is. All right, the German. I just finished speaking. I continued on with the game, and now they've declared war on Switzerland. Right, they don't have the support of the Italians, so there's nothing really they can do. Meanwhile, as you can see, I've been pushing here and there. Retook Washington. I'm now pushing further into the northeast. I keep raising more silver legions every time I can, because it just spawns a few excellent troops, and I can just add them to an army like that, which is really great. Russia declared war on the Kingdom of Livonia. Bro, who brought Livonia back? Oh my god. Before I do anything else, let me grab the boats. Boom. And now we just take everything, and then we just puppet the Philippines again. Boom. And there we go. Our civil war is complete. United Kingdom just cancelled the non-aggression pact with us. I wonder what Winston Churchill is thinking of this time. Japanese shogunate joins the Axis. I guess they did the war with Russia thing, and they're now in a war with Russia. So good for them, I guess. So as you can see, we've gotten quite large. Now before I want to do more conquest, you might have noticed something. That something is that I have 0 manpower. Now without manpower, one cannot wage war. So what I'm going to do first is do Louisiana maneuvers and get the land doctrine 50% cost reduction. I'm going to try and rush down for Women's Armed Service Integration Act for the extra 2% recruitable pop. And then I will continue the War Powers Act and go for the global hegemony here at the very bottom. But as you can see right now, it's 1941. I'll have to see where I end up by the time I get enough recruitable pop. So I'll see you then. And there we go. I just made the decision that changed me into the Confederated States of America. So now I swapped the fascist, and now I can finally replace undisturbed isolation. Thank God. Now we can go to a war economy and unleash the true potential of America. Mao capitulated? Damn. Oh, what is this? What is Switzerland doing? What is this? Right, so the next step, now that we have a bit more manpower, is to get off undisturbed isolation and get war economy, which I just need a bit of PP for. And after we've done that, we can start declaring war on everyone, because that's what we want. We want a world war. Nothing less, nothing more. Alright, so I just completed a bunch of focuses. As you can see, I still have yet to seize Cuba, because I was waiting for my Marines to pop. And now I'm doing the Canadian corridor, which will hopefully pop by the time I have capitulated Cuba. And after that we'll do North American Dominion and go down this path even further. But for now, let's take care of this little island here, yeah? Ah, well, what do you know? The United Kingdom has joined Cuba as our enemy in the Confederate Cuban War. And France as well. So now I'm essentially at war with a bunch of different people. So first off, I'll take Belize. And then we can start pushing into Canada, because yeah, they're gonna be in the war as well. I can somehow declare war even though I don't have a war goal. That's interesting. I also got an invite to faction from the Germans. We will not be joining their faction. I'm sorry to say, Mr. Hilter. Right, so Canada just capitulated, and guess who the land went to? That's right, it went to the Germans for some godforsaken reason. So what I'm gonna do is just wait, and I'll have to fight war in Europe at some point anyway. So bad news for the Germans. Denmark just came back and just paved their way to Berlin and took it. That's quite an amazing feat, honestly. I'm speechless right now. I am very much speechless. British forces have advanced into Berlin. Oh, they gave it to the British, I see. Alright, so a small little update. I have seized a couple of lands. Still at war with the British. Germany's still dying. They're somehow still alive. You tell me how. I guess it's because they still have Berlin. Somehow. Someone can save this and put it up as some like end siege scenario or whatever. But regardless of that, my research into nuclear reactors is almost complete. Only 55 days remaining. After that, we will start building, researching the atom bombs, and I'll immediately start building these reactors everywhere. So that by the time I get to use nuclear bombs, we'll be ready to use them. And meanwhile, I will continue my conquest of the Americas. I do have a few puppets here. They're allowed to stay, I guess. That's fine. But we will be moving into here, into Brazil, to where's rubber. And after that, we'll focus on the British islands up here, and also the few ports they have remaining over here, because I want to get rid of these. Because I obviously do not want to get naval invaded by the British, as is the experience with every single Hearts of Iron player. Oh no, poor German Reich has completely dissipated. And now the only remnant of the Axis faction is Japan, who is at war with the entire world. I can only hope I can help the Japanese out with this one. That's very weird, the Americans and the Japanese working together, essentially. Although I guess the Germans have that part of Canada that they yoinked from me, which I'm not very happy with, by the way, so I'll definitely take that back at some point. But I've been pushing into the UK's northeastern Canadian possessions, as you can see here. So I have a few naval invasions, and I've conquered most of their islands, I believe, by throwing some marines here and there, and I've destroyed most of their navy that was in this neighborhood. Now I'm about to push into South America to see how far I can get, so wish me luck. China has capitulated, oh my god. Does that mean Japan won? No, what the fuck? What? What is this? I thought they died. It said, huh? They came back. What the fuck is this? My god, communist China is back. Somebody brought Mao back even though he already capitulated, and now he's in charge of all of China. A more incredible end to the Chinese war you could not get. I have been expanding into South America. As you can see, I'm pushing into Peru here and there, and I am kind of struggling here with the allies being in Venezuela because, well, they moved over all of the European troops since Germany kicked the bucket. But now the Italians have joined the war for God knows what reason. So there's that. And I'm actually allied now. I'm in the Axis. I did it because I wanted to get the combined bomber offensive, and as you can see, one of the following must be true, is in faction with Germans and Japanese. So I joined the faction for now, set my differences aside with them for a while at least, while I push into South America, and at the same time I'm also trying to expand into Greenland and after that Iceland, but for that I'll actually have the required amount of naval supremacy. But that's the plan for now, so I'll push into Greenland next, then Iceland, and then I'll try to land on the British Isles, get them out of the war, get France out of the war, hopefully end it there, but Russia's also in it, so it might take a while. But that's the plan for now, and I've almost researched nuclear bombs. I'm about 196 days away from actually getting to use them. And it's currently 1944, so a pretty late game already. I've researched most of the stuff I need to research, and yeah. Next step is Europe after this. Alright, so as you can see, I've taken Greenland and I've taken Iceland, and now it's time for the invasion of the British Isles, and I hope to God that I have enough boats for this fight. They don't seem to have that many boats out in the, North Sea and the western approaches, so I might be able to win here, but we'll have to see. Greece just committed suicide, or should I say the People's Republic of Hellas just committed suicide. Look at them, they're all alone, what are they gonna do? Fuck it. I'm nuking this shit, I don't give a shit. I'm done, I'm tired of this. If it's not enough, I'll just bomb them again. Now some may call it a waste, I call it a strategic deployment of materials. What the hell has happened here? I wasn't even paying attention, but why is Switzerland in Africa? What in God's good name? What is this? Oh, I mean, Italy still exists, I guess, somewhere. There's a random artillery piece in my land. But anyway, I managed to cap France. Nationally, Spain joined the Allies. I don't know why. I'm spread very thin in Europe right now because I'm still invading South America, of course. So I'm having a bit of trouble here keeping the line. I might just quit here, but not after throwing away a few more nukes. So look forward to that. Let's bomb Rio de Janeiro real quick. Boom, there we go. What a crazy world we live in. I managed to push myself out a little bit, but they just have too many divisions here, as you can see. I don't know how many they have. I think I'm just at a stalemate at this point, and I'm just drop bombs on everyone that I can drop bombs on. But if I can't, then oh well, you know, it is what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, we did it. The war is over. Oh, I forgot to take Denmark, so now it's Chinese Denmark. But as you can see, I have some land in Europe now that I've taken for myself. There's the Turkish Empire, which is my puppet. And there's a bunch of other things that I puppeted in Africa, of course. Confederate Norway is also mine. There's also Confederate Denmark, and then the Japanese owned islands. Don't ask me why. I know the Japanese like their, I don't know, 9,000 islands or something like that. I don't know how many they have. But that's the end of the war. We've done it, and we've won. Pretty much everyone is in our faction right now, apart from a few countries. Somehow Portugal is alive over here, even though, you know, I took their country a while back. And it's 1950. I would not recommend anyone ever do this for this long. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe if you want more, and I'll see you next time. Peace.